All right, so I've been working on the lighting of my YouTube videos and shorts and Instagram for a while now, and I've gotten it to a point where I'm super happy with it. I have kind of the vibe that I've been going for pretty much down. I have a great key light, I have the fill lights. In fact, this room actually doesn't have any lighting whatsoever. I have a window. And you're here because you're looking for a really simple lighting setup for a bit of a budget, but you want to be able to use this on, let's say, YouTube, let's say a documentary even, a podcast. Well, this light that I just bought is going to do all of that. All right, and this is it. This is the Amaran P60c. Now, what's crazy is that 3 years ago, this light kit was $350. And as of right now, in Amazon, this light kit is $140. I am not kidding you. I got this for like $150. That's with the tax. On Amazon, it was like $153. Now, this is a 60-watt panel light. It is full RGB. It has a Kelvin range of 2,500 all the way up to 7,500. But on the Amaran app, which if you're gonna get any Amaran lights, I highly suggest you either get the Sidus Link app or you get the Amaran app. The Amaran app is a little bit newer, and I've used both, but I have been using the Amaran app ever since it came out, so I highly recommend that you get that. But if you use that app, you can actually extend the range of this light from 1,800 all the way up to 20,000. And basically what that means is that your Kelvin range goes from really warm all the way up to really cold. So that's amazing. But also, because it's an RGB light, you get the full RGB spectrum, including a ton of built-in effects. Now, this light is basically my key light and my tube lights all put into one. Now, what you get with this package, if you're getting just one light, is you get this case, you get a diffuser, you get a power cable. This is, I already got it out, so it's kind of a mess, but you get a power cable, you get the power brick, and you get the cable that goes directly into the light. You get a mount that you can put on any stand, just about any stand, probably any stand. You get a grid for your light so you can direct the light better. And of course, finally, you get the panel light. Now, this panel light has 3 quarter-20 mounts, one on each side and one on the bottom. It has a visible display. It has 4 preset buttons, a light mode button and a menu button, 3 dials, and a power button. Not to mention 2 fans so that it stays cool, and it has 2 NPF battery slots so that you can literally run this on battery power. You can take this light anywhere as long as you have batteries for it. You are not restricted to just having an outlet. And of course, if you have to get NPF batteries, that does drive the price up a little bit. But say you don't even need the batteries, you can still just power this through the cable. Now, this light is about 10.5 inches long and about 8.5 inches tall, so that's already pretty big. And even though it's just a 60-watt light, which is perfect for if you're just shooting in like a normal environment, like you're not necessarily in a studio, but it still gets very bright, like surprisingly bright. And when you put the diffuser on it, you're able to obviously get some of the shadows to go away. And of course, you can shape the light with the grid. But some of the reason why I would recommend this light to somebody who's just starting out or wants to make your lighting setup look way more professional on a budget is because this is now $140. Okay, so that's not true anymore. So, pretty sure that the light is completely sold out on every website. I can't find just the light, the package, the grid, the diffuser, just the light anywhere. I think that it's actually gone. I don't think it's not on B&H, it's not on Amaran's website, and it's also not on Amazon. So, however, I'm pretty sure you can still get a 3-pack of this light. You can still get 3 of these for just under $500 on Amazon. So yeah, the luck with getting this light may be a little slim, but now there are a couple other things you might be able to do. Amaran has a long line of different panel lights that you can still buy because they're newer. Actually, this light is a little bit old. I think it's like 5 years old, which actually isn't that old, but regardless, they're not making them anymore, I'm pretty sure, and they're not selling them anywhere. If they are going to be back on Amazon, then I'm pretty sure they will be at like that $150 price point. But as of now, they are just selling by the 3-packs, which is still good. I would still buy a 3-pack if I had the money for it, but I don't. But yeah, also, completely forgot to add this bit, so there might be a few other things I need to talk about this light, because a lot has changed since the time of me filming about this light. Let me see, what else did I talk about? But you have all the ability to use this not just as a backlight or a fill light, you can totally use this as a key light. Now, I'm a filmmaker, and obviously I don't have that many lights as a filmmaker. I have a decent amount, but this is just something that I had to purchase. I've used this light in both a studio setting to film videos, and I've also used these on a film set. Now, it was a student film, but they still worked really well. And truthfully, if I had 2 more of these, I would be completely set. Yeah, I mean, if I had 2 more lights, that would be a full lighting setup. If you had 3 panel lights just like this, which Amaran, actually I should look it up. What does Amaran have that is similar to this light? Most likely will be more expensive. Okay. Oh, that's right. Amaran has the P60c. Oh no. So the successor to this light is the Amaran P60c. The P60c. It's another full RGB light. It's very similar to this one. I think maybe a little smaller. Also, it looks like you cannot plug in just some MPF batteries, so that kind of sucks. But this is at that same price point, roughly of about $170. So that's not a bad option. You can get the larger one also. You can't use external batteries with it, but the Pano 120C, that's another good one, full RGB. Amaran has just a couple bicolor panel lights. Whoa, look at this. What is this one? But yeah, because this is only being sold in the 3-packs, your next best bet will be the Pano lights, the Pano, which I think I'm pronouncing that right, the Pano 60C or the Pano 120C. The 60C obviously is the same output as this light, just you don't have the access of using external batteries. I'm sure there's some way you can externally power it. Maybe it's even USB-C. Let me see. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you can power it through USB-C. So never mind. This actually would be a really good alternative. You'd still have to spend money on some external power bank like a V-mount battery or a couple MPF batteries with the mounts, but this might be your best alternative actually. The Amaran Pano 60C, full RGB, uses the app. Yeah, that might be the go-to I do for future panel lights. Or actually, I might even do the 120C. It's a little bit more expensive. The 120C is almost $300. Yeah, it's $289. Just food for thought, because this one is gone. For some reason, I get so lucky that I buy them right before they're about to just not be built anymore. Like I bought this panel light and then boom, it was off the market. I bought these tube lights and now boom, they're gone. So it kind of sucks, but trying to give you guys the best information I can. But if you need any type of 3-point lighting or really good lighting source, these panel lights are going to do amazing. If you couldn't get these, go for the other ones. They're going to be basically the same thing. So yeah, I'm very excited for the future of using this. I can see myself using this until this light breaks. Honestly, if this light just lasts me until the end of time, I'm going to be using it. But yeah, I hope you got something helpful out of this video. You should really consider subscribing. I'm really trying to push that this year. But now go off, buy a light, shoot something, and have a nice day.